as y'all can see, the ski is done. We got the carbs put on, the LSP motor, tested it, tried out how that was, that full setup, and then we yanked that out and we stuck a JSN 964 by JetSki Nerd. On top of that, I ended up swapping the pipes. I know originally I was telling everybody that I was going to run the Power Factor pipe with the JSN motor. I ended up just going with the bun pipe that came with this ski. It was kind of easier. It was already, like, the straps are set up right. The water lines are all done the right way, so I didn't have to like reroute anything as far as that. It made it a little simpler. So I kept the bun pipe, done the 964. We ended up pulling the pump. I had to put a different impeller in there, prop. Changed the hand pole, obviously, to this one. And as y'all saw with the intro, we went with the red tubes. And I think it really makes the dang hand pole pop with the colors and everything through the little cutouts. So definitely like that. Still trying to get used to the ski in general. It rips. I still need to fine tune it a little bit. The bun pipe had a 110 main jet in it, and we went up to a 115 because that was the next closest thing I had as far as my stock. Tried that, it felt just a little bit better. I'm gonna stick a 125 in it today and probably go ride it today or possibly tomorrow. See how it does, because it still has a little bit, it's a little sluggish on the bottom. I have to keep it cleaned out. It could be, it doesn't look by the plugs, it doesn't look like it's running rich. So, and like I said, it's a learning process for me with the lay down pipes and the jets and all that. So I'm trying to figure that out, but I think we're gonna get it dialed in pretty good. I'm planning on taking it down to the Skylar's event and letting them kind of ride it and fiddle with it and all that. So it's gonna be a fun summer with this ski, that's for sure. There are a few people that I do want to give a huge shout out to for helping me with the ski and parts and all that and trying to help me get it dialed in. I'll start off with, obviously, Lee Stone. The ski is awesome. He's definitely been very helpful with information on the ski and hooking me up with some good prices on some parts and all that. So definitely big shout out to Lee Stone Products and them. And next one will be Paul Lehr. Paul Lehr is freaking awesome. I don't know if any of y'all have ever used him. I'll have everybody's link that I'm talking about right now at the in the description. So just hit them up. Paul Lehr is freaking awesome. Give me the advice as far as like the prop, the jets, tuning, all that. Just in anything you want to ask, he's probably got the answer to it. And if he don't, he knows who to ask. So hit up Paul. He's, like I said, he's awesome. And then when it comes to the motor, Jordan Cary with JetSki Nerd. I mean, he is awesome. I never reached out to him. He contacted me when he started seeing some of my posts and asking me questions, giving me advice. Super awesome guy. I met him before in Virginia. He probably don't remember me from that trip, but I did meet him there. He seemed really cool there too. Jordan, if you want to get one of these motors, they hit. I mean, they hit, especially if you can get them dialed in. I know once I get the bottom in, this thing is going to be just out of control. So I'm really excited to get it, you know, dialed in and riding more and all that. So y'all hit up, like I said, Lee Stone Products with Lee Stone, Paul Lehr, and hit up Jordan Cary. So big shout out to them, and we'll do a little walkthrough and talk about everything that I've done. If you are new to the channel, I can kind of give you a rundown real quick of how the ski looked before, or I'll throw up a little couple clips and all that so you can see it right now. And this is how it is now. So start with, when I got the ski, I changed these a little bit. I added a little bit of foam padding, a little cushion, and then I done the marble red in there. So that was pretty much the first thing I did aside from the grips. I did change the grips. I wanted a little bit thicker, and obviously you can't tell by the color, I love red. So I went with those, and didn't really do anything to it aside from just riding it and fiddling with the carbs. So after that, then it got pretty serious. So started ripping everything out of the ski after I put the 50 mil carbs on it. And that motor is in that ski now, and it rips pretty good. After that, got released on. I ordered the hand pole, as you can see. Now, when you order it from him, it does come with black tubes. I had these as some spares from when I tore that ski apart, so they worked out pretty good there. He hooked me up with a set of graphics. I got those. It was all red, and I left some of the silver that from the original graphics, and I done that right there. I thought that was a pretty cool little touch. Obviously, the motor is not powered by SBT anymore, so I'm going to get some stickers that say JSN 964 put there. Let's open up the hood, and we'll look at that real quick. All right, here's under the hood. We have the JSN 964. The bun pipe that came with the ski, still have the cart tank. I did obviously add the extra little fuel port here, and I had to change this fitting because it was just flat on the bottom for the original return. So change that fitting out to where it's the same as this one. So we got 2 straight direct fuel lines to the carbs. I ended up going with the thrust flywheel cover that came off of my Lehr motor. And aside from that, pulled the E-box apart, stuck a Zill that was programmed by Paul in there, and I got a set of these because once you go with the V-Force 3 reeds, they push the carbs a little bit further that way, and it got it too close to here, so I ended up having to go with these little stubbies from AB Manufacturing. And then, after we're done with the motor, I had to pull the prop out and change it to an 816 from M-Pros. So we got that swapped around. Another little thing that we done is I cut a hole in the hood for a little bit more breathability for the motor. I just didn't want it to starve too much. I know going with this hand pole, it has bigger tubes going in, so there's more air getting in there, but I figured that wouldn't hurt. So I cut it on obviously the exhaust side, so it's pointed down here, not real close to the carbs. Still trying to decide what I'm gonna do with these, but these are what I am running right now. So that's pretty much the full rundown on the ski. We changed the hand pole, changed the prop, changed the motor, and that's about it. I appreciate everybody that's stuck with me and followed the build and everything. And if you have any questions or advice or anything like that I may be able to give you, just hit me up. Questions, through the YouTube stuff and all that. It definitely helps me out. Likes help me out as well. So just hit me up on any questions you have on this build if you're thinking about doing it. And we'll see y'all on the water.
Mm-hmm.